when it comes to driving fun, it's really hard to beat this recipe that's behind me. Lightweight, rear-wheel drive, manual transmission. So today, I'm here with the BRZ TS. This may look a little familiar to you. That's because it's the twin of the Toyota GR86, but this one is tuned by STI. They won't give us an STI variant, but we do have these gold Brembos on here. And the giveaway that it is the TS version is this badge that we got down there. It says TS with the red S. Coming around to the side, still the same looking. We got 2-pop pistons in the rear. The rest of the car is pretty much the same. Got another BRZ TS badge. On the interior, it's going to be a little bit different as well. So we got the World Rally Blue on the outside. We have the blue stitching on the interior. Subtle, not as loud as the WRX TS, but just a little striping, stitching. So you guys seen a lot of flavors of these cars on my channel, the Miata, the GR86, now the BRZ. I'm going to give you my thoughts on this one. The GR86 is a little bit firm, and I know the BRZ is a little bit soft, but how soft? We're going to find out. We're going to buckle up. This car is tiny, but size don't always matter. It's not the most practical, it does have rear seats. Got a flat 4 in here, 2.4 liters. Nah. This car likes to get loose. The rear end, that is. Which way is reverse? I just came out the Subaru. Reverse is in a different direction. Or not a Subaru, but a WRX. So these cars drive completely different. So this is lightweight, 2,800 pounds. And like I said, the rear end will swing out with traction control on, but that's by design. It's meant to have fun in. Not a serious car. Can be serious, but the engineers had fun in mind. Shifter in here is great. Revs over almost 7,500, about 7,400 RPMs. So this is an enthusiast car through and through. Super simplistic. I like these cars a whole lot. And not slow by any means as well. Z06 coming in. Now this car looks as fast as one of those, but it is so much slower. But at least we got a manual, right? Yup. Getting on out here. Engine is a little bit on the buzzy side, but the car does rev out very high. It's a little bit unrefined. Doesn't make it any less fun though. Just an observation. Handling's gonna be great. I really like the size of the steering wheel. It's a smaller diameter than most vehicles, which is fitting because this car is tiny. And so far I noticed that it is smooth. Not a whole lot of I don't feel a lot of imperfections in the road. This road has a ton of lines going through, but it is softer. Like, I think I like this chassis over the one that's in the GR86 Premium. That one is a lot more firm, and that's the main difference between the two. I do like the styling of the GR86 better. And the Hakone edition, I believe, is perfection. They got that thing dialed in. But this would be about the equivalent of what that is, the highest level of these twins. Now notice that the turn signal returns to center after you press it. Handling on here is fantastic. Wait for that truck to turn. Bit of steam up top. Don't believe we have drive modes in here. Here's a track mode. Actually, I lied. There is track mode. I turn traction control off. Yes, it does. I'm gonna keep that on. It's cold out here today. 50 degrees. We need it. We do have some turns, some chicanes coming on up. Let's see what that's like. downshifted. Shifters are excellent, amazing. I don't know how they didn't put this shifter in the WRX, but this is the shifter that I prefer. No complaints about it. This suspension is the one to get, man. If you got a daily driver, it's not a track weapon, you want to put some miles on it, this is the suspension you would want. Got airborne, geez. Nah, just kidding. Such a playful little car. Tons of character. Aftermarket is huge on this. And these cars are relatively cheap. It's only about, they start around 33, 34,000, top out around 40 with this trim. But they made this trim so you don't need to upgrade the brakes. They didn't add a whole lot to this car, to be honest, with that. But I would highly recommend these. Tons of fun at any speed, especially low speed or high speed if you want it. You can drift these things. You can learn how to drive with this car. If you don't need the practicality, I would hands down get one of these all day, twice on Sundays. We got some obstacle up in front of us. Easy to use this shifter as well. It's not clunky whatsoever. And the accelerator tuning, I noticed in the GR86, that car is very touchy. This one seems to be better in that regard. It's not instantaneously as you hit it, because once you get on those imperfections in the road, the car just starts to boom, boom, boom over all those bumps and just keeps slamming my head into the headrest. This has that worked out. Swinging around this corner. Test out the brakes. These are the brakes. Break it up, break it up, break it up. Stopping power like Call of Duty. Going back into first. Not gonna win any drag races by any means, but that's not what this car is made for. It's for the momentum in the curves and daily driving. If you want to average about high 20s, maybe 27, 28 miles per gallon, this will reward you in that regard too if you don't redline it every time. But you really don't need to rev over 7,000. It's just extra RPM for if you want the engine to scream, I guess. So for me, this car is the one it's a toss-up between the GR86 and the BRZ. I like a lot about the BRZ, but I just think the GR86 looks better. That goes a long way. Even though they look virtually identical, I like the aggressive looks of the GR86. This car is just fine. Not everybody likes aggressive looking cars. They like to fly under the radar. I get it. Ooh, what we got there? GT4. This is a very good manual. Clutch placement, all the pedals, clutch feel, shifting feel. It's got steering feel as well. It is on the lighter side. It's a lot to love about this car. That's why I gotta give these one of my highest recommendations. If you're interested in one of these, I commend you to go buy one. Hopefully what I said in the video will help you make that decision as we return back to Road America. Back again. Appreciate it again. Yeah, this car, all you need to join the track, now we got high power supercars out there now. Actually, race-built race cars up there. You upgrade the tires, you can do a whole lot more. Because the tires that it comes with, they're not the most serious. Like I said, you can drift these as well. So it's a whole lot of fun to be had. And that's the charm of this BRZ. So I hope I was able to shed some light on the topic of the BRZ. If you're interested in these small, lightweight sports cars, maybe I can persuade you to get a BRZ or not to get one if that's what you want. If you want the GR86 or my precious Miata. Ask me a question in the comments and I'll get back to you. Any questions, just let me know. Keep checking out of here. Y'all drive safe. Okay, thanks, bye.